We're watching as that door is now opening for the very first time. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pause for a moment. And let's see who is the first to emerge. Again, we are waiting for Evan Gershkovich, Paul Whelan, and Alsu Karmasheva, all American citizens who have been detained in Russia, sentenced to 6 years or more. In the case of Alsu, 6.5 years in prison. Evan and Paul, 16 years in prison. Let's just pause and take in this moment. The very first to arrive there, we see Paul Whelan, the retired Marine. He was visiting Russia for a wedding in 2018. He was held the longest out of all of them, 6 years. He was sentenced to 16 years of hard labor in a prison colony. He was accused of trying to be a U.S. spy. He received a hard drive, a flash drive rather, at his hotel. He believed that it was photos from a friend. The Russian government said that that was him working as a foreign agent spying. Embraces from both President Biden, Vice President Harris. A wave to the journalists who are assembled, and we imagine that he's moving on now to hug his sister. You see that there. Now also at the bottom of that plane back on U.S. soil, Wall Street Journal, Evan Gershkovich. He was arrested back in March of 2023, convicted on espionage charges. The State Department said journalism is not espionage. It is not a crime. He has been detained for 491 days. Earlier, we saw as his colleagues at the Wall Street Journal applauded his release as soon as his plane took off from Turkey. The Wall Street Journal's homepage reading, Evan Gershkovich is free. He has been smiling constantly. In the photos that we saw released from the U.S. government, at the photos that President Biden had posted, smiles from Evan Gershkovich, and smiles now as he greets his waiting family. the third to land. Alsu Kurmasheva, a mother of 2 teenagers, a Radio Free Europe correspondent. She's a Russian American. She lives in Europe, or had prior to her detainment by Russia. She went to see her ailing mother in the country when Russia accused her of spreading false information about Russia's military. She's the mother to 2 teenage girls, her daughter Miriam, about to celebrate her 13th birthday. President Biden remarking on that happy occasion, the fact that she would be home for that birthday tomorrow, making actually the White House press corps sing Miriam a happy birthday, and here she runs to her children. Ambassador Sullivan, it is a lot to take in, and it is hard not to feel emotional at the response of these families separated for so long.
It feels wonderful. Long time in coming. I was absolutely convinced we could get it done. And then when I said, alliances make a difference. They stepped up, they took a chance for us. It mattered a lot. So I'm delighted they're home.
You said earlier that all these negotiations require tough calls. What was the toughest call in this one?
The toughest call in this one for other countries. Because I asked them to do some things that were against their immediate self-interest. And really very difficult for them to do, particularly Germany and Slovenia. Slovenia came in at the last minute, and I tell you what, the chancellor was incredible. He was incredible.
So what's your message to other countries that may think that taking Americans into their custody, unlawfully detaining them, would be a good way to get something that they want from us?
Hey, look, that's been the case for all of history. My job is to make sure, number one, they don't get them. If they do, we get them back. I don't buy this idea that you're going to let these people rot in jail because other people may be captured. We will set out all the notifications to all the other countries, all our citizens, what countries not to go to, what to do, what not to do, and they got to pay attention. I got more work to do. So.
Madam Vice President, how do you feel?
This is an extraordinary day, and I'm very thankful for our president and what he has done over his entire career, but in particular as it relates to these families and these individuals, what he has been able to do to bring the allies together on many issues, but in particular this one. This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day, and you can see it in the families, in their eyes and in their cries.
When did you know you got the deal done?
A while ago. We got to make sure, we want to make sure everything was in place. And Slovenia made the right move at the right time. So anyway, look, it's time to trust. I mean it. I know everybody thinks I talk about the notion of relationships with foreign policy with other countries. Much of it, and you've heard me kid with Barack, kid me, all politics is personal. It matters. Other leaders trust you, you trust them, you get things done. And that's how this got done. It's a lot of help. Anyway, thank you.
How worried are you that
I'm very concerned about it. I had a very direct meeting with the Prime Minister today, and very direct. We have the basis for a ceasefire. He should move on it, and they should move on it now.
Is that chance for a ceasefire ruined after the assassination of Hania?
Pardon?
Is the chance for a ceasefire ruined after the assassination of Hania?
It's not helped. That's all I'm going to say right now. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.